Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're asking what advice is your person receiving about you and from whom? Okay, so let's get into this, and we will, start as we usually do. Let's get a significator for the energy generally, and then we'll get a significator for the energy towards you. For the energy generally, I'm going to be using the Soul cards, volume 1. Soul cards volume 1. And these are really abstract, so really great for intuitive prompts. Ooh, somebody's sucking their soul right now. And I don't know if this is literally or figuratively, but there is an energy vampire about in your person's life. It might be their mother, it might be a mother, okay, it might be somebody that's creative, they're an artist, but really they are living off of your person's energy, which is a strange ass thing. And maybe your person used to be a soul sucker living off of your energy, right? Because you attract what you are or were vibrating in. Okay, what's going on here? All right. This person has a burning desire inside of them. And it's a desire to create something. Okay, look at all that energy, that orange energy, sacral chakra energy. This is manifestation, creative energy. But this is a project that they are holding very close to this. What am I saying to this? Very close to their chest. They're not telling many people about it. Okay. Um, it could be a project, which most of you guys it will be, but for others, this person is birthing a new reality for themselves. Now, if you look at the person's face here, it's sadness, it's depression, and it feels like they want to break free from whatever has brought them to their knees. Something has brought them to their knees. So I'm gonna clarify and we're gonna make sure, but this person is at their wits' end, and the only hope that they're holding on to is this thing that they want to birth. But everything else in their reality is making them feel sad, confused, and broken. Let's look at the energy towards you, and then I'll clarify, okay? This is the Enchanted Map Tarot. So your person's they might be down and out, or rather they might be down but they're not out, right? They've gotten some hard knocks there, but they're not out just yet. Okay, the energy towards you is stuck in the mud, stuck on you, stuck on you, and they can't seem to move on, right? Keep looking back on the past. There, look at a bird on top of him. Keep looking back on the past. I coulda, shoulda, woulda. But in the meantime, not focusing on the task at hand, which is getting out of this quagmire that they have found themselves in. And maybe when you guys had just met, maybe they weren't stuck in the mud, but maybe they were stuck in the mud, like very traditional, stuck in their ways, really stubborn, and not open to other viewpoints and other worldviews. So maybe you guys used to have like a clash of ideologies there. But it feels like they want to be a little bit more progressive. But they're holding on to some sort of fear from the past. Let's see what this is all about. The energy towards you. We have peaks of joy, and it's in reverse. And I do read reversals in this particular oracle deck. They're sad. Sad, depressed, and they feel like they're fallen from grace. Maybe They believe that they have fallen from grace in your eyes, right? And that's what they feel. They're fallen from grace in your eyes. And then when you combine this with whatever else is happening in their life, it really feels like somebody trying to break this person's soul. And maybe it's the universe. Maybe it is an ego death. But this person feels like, they've fallen from grace, especially in your eyes, and they don't know if they can make their way back. Okay, so let's clarify and see what's going on. This is a vintage deck called the Mini Mother Peace Tarot. And it's pretty mini, okay? It's pretty mini. It's like they use the fingertips. So the fingertip shuffle. the fingertip shuffle. That's what you gotta use here. It's pretty small. About 2.5 inches across, somewhere there. Alrighty. We have 9 of Pentacles. This is someone, they have a lot of dreams, but most of all, they wish to be independent, to make their own choices. They wish to be free. And it's interesting that this would come up because I don't know if you guys have heard the new Sam Smith song. Is it I'm Free? Oh my God, something with free. Anyway, I'll find it and I can put it down below as well. And that yearning just to be yourself. Anyways, the energy generally down but not out. Okay, let's see. We have here 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness. And we have the Shaman, 10 of Pentacles. And I'm really noticing like a force field around this person. And then there's also a shield in their hand, and they're following this eagle or this hawk that's there. So what am I getting with that? I think this person is trying to protect their dreams right now. Trying to protect themselves and protect their dreams. I think they're family members. Today it is family members. Some family members are dream killers. You tell them you want to do something and they can tell you everything that can go wrong with that venture. They can never tell you how, but they can tell you how it is going to fail. And it feels like that. And that's why they're so protective of this dream that they have there, because they know the minute they expose that, and I'm really getting to their family members, they're going to try to talk them out of it, or they're going to project their negative energy onto it. So that's why a person is holding that dream so close. Now, let's see what's going on. Energy towards you, peaks of joy in reverse. And we have here 8 of Swords, okay? Sometimes when you're so down, you can't see beyond the roadblock, right? You can't see beyond what you perceive to be your present reality, because this wall 1 is easily scalable, or they can just go around, but you can only see. It's like you have tunnel vision, right? You can only see your mood, and right now your person is I was going to say depressed, but what was coming out was disgraced, right? They're very depressed, and they feel very ashamed. So like that's all that they can see. So when it comes to you, they have a very pessimistic view of things going back to the way they were. And as you say pessimistic, we have the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups is boredom. And when we look on the emotional spiral, Boredom is the start of the downward spiral into suicidal ideation and death, right? So when they think about the situation between you guys, that's when they get really down and depressed. The only thing that is giving this person hope right now is this thing, whatever this thing is, that is still burning inside of them. Okay? All right. Now let's see who's advising your person about you and the connection at this time. Is anybody advising your person? Yes. Spirit is saying yes. Now, Spirit, is it one person, two persons, three persons, or more? We have three persons coming in here. Three. Three persons coming in. Okay, let's see. Who's the first person here? All right, let's go in Magic Calabash. Who's the first person that's advising your person? Let's see. Let's get one from underneath. What the hell? Okay, this one. Who's advising your person? We have a side piece. Okay, so it feels like for some of you, there is another person, another romantic partner attached to your connection. Okay. Let's see if there's a main partner or there's a side piece that you did not know about. Is this a main partner or a side piece you didn't know about? Okay, it's a main partner that they're calling side piece. All right, so we have the karmic. So the first person that's advising your person about you is the karmic energy. Jumping right out, number one. All right, so let's see. Let's see this person's... Okay. I was going to say energy generally and energy towards you. All right. So energy generally is solitude. Okay. They feel alone and abandoned. All their skies are gray. So your person is not the only depressed one in this whole permutation, in this whole equation, right? This person also feels isolated. Now, just like your person, even though everywhere is gray, there's a spark of light that's here. So they have not lost hope. Okay, they have not lost hope, but they do have their moments when they think that all is lost. All right, when they think about you or their energy towards you, we have education. Now, I don't know if you're more educated. This could be literal, that you're more educated than this karmic. But they do see us more learned, they do see us more accomplished. But more than that, they see us more spiritually powerful than them. Right? Look at you reading from the book of life, must read the Akashic records, whatever it is. And we have card number 35, which reduces to 8, right? And that's strength, that's power. So they see us a very powerful being with a very bright light, and there's something very intimidated about that. Now, they also see us someone who's very attractive, right? Maybe literally attractive. But even here, this person, this divine feminine, is attracting the bird, right? So they see you as someone you can attract anything into your reality. And this makes them feel inadequate and jealous. All right, what advice is your person getting from this karmic energy? What advice is your person getting? Whoa. All right, 9 of Wands. Boundaries. 3 of Pentacles. We've built something together. 3 of Cups. We can be happy. Third party energy. And we have Ace of Swords. So it looks like there's been a big conversation about you. And basically what this karmic has told the person, things need to change. Things cannot go on as things have been going on. And you have to fight for our happiness. This is what the karmic is telling your person. Okay, they're telling your person, listen, we have built things together. For some of you guys, they've built a business, they've built a home together, and the karmic is telling your person all of that. Are you going to really put all of that at risk for someone that you may not even know, may not even talk to? This is time to establish boundaries. Protect this relationship, protect this investment. Also, I'll have no choice but to cut you out of my life. So what the karmic has done is issued a person with an ultimatum. Either you draw your boundaries, protect your investment and whatever we have built here, or I'm going to have to cut you off. And I'm going to also tell people why I've cut you off. Who else is giving your person advice? We have 3 people, so who's the next person? Oh, who's this? We have a pet. Okay, so maybe your person is drawing inspiration from like a literal pet, or this is someone who is very close to your person, but in a platonic sort of way. When I pulled this card once, someone also told me that maybe pet can mean someone in a sadomasochistic relationship with your person, and they might be the pet. So there's also that to consider as well. So whatever your intuition tells you this, okay? Let's see this pet's energy generally, and then the energy towards you. So generally we have movement, okay? So this pet, whether it's a person or an animal, right? This pet is not afraid of change, okay? And it's interesting that it's an ostrich, but it's like a snail, right? It has its home on its back. So what this pet understands is that wherever the heart is, or wherever I am, or where the pet is home, so you don't have to be afraid of change. You don't have to be afraid of change. Your home is within yourself. You don't have to be afraid of change. Okay, so this pet is not afraid of change. They have an understanding that everything begins and it ends. It changes. It evolves. Right? It's the natural flow of life. And in fact, they may have come into your person's life to teach them that very lesson, and their energy towards you. They're encouraging your person to reach out. They're encouraging your person to reach out and mend this relationship. It says heal the ouch, right? To talk about what may have happened between you guys and see how you guys can mend fences. It's a card number 38, and 38 reduced to 11. And 11 talks about justice and equity and fairness. And this is what this pet, whether animal or human, is advising your person, basically. Let's see. They may also see you as a healer as well, right? That might be their perception of you. All right, so what we have here, we have temperance, okay? Temperance, stability, fairness. We have 7 of Swords, deceit. We have 4 of Wands, Twin Flame card, again, more stability energy. And we have 5 of Wands, okay? So yeah, it's just as I said before, they're advising your person, to confront the situation between you guys head on, right? Shit happened, right? Your person, it looks like they weren't on the up and up, and maybe you weren't on the up and up either. Maybe you were also hiding parts of yourself. Maybe this person manipulated you. Maybe you also tried to manipulate the situation, right? But it looks like a lot of things happened in this relationship. There's a lot of water underneath the bridge. And this pet, whoever they are, or whatever they are, they're advising your person, you know what, this is not time to play coy. If you really want any kind of stability in this relationship, it is time for honesty. It is time to make things right. That's how stability is created, and that's how you balance the scales, because temperance is about balancing the scales. It's after a time of turmoil, the Death card, right, where everything is shaken up and transformed. There's a time of returning to homeostasis, right? So that's what they're telling your person. If you want stability, if you want to make things right, you have to confront this head on, and do some kind of truth and reconciliation kind of shit. Let's see who else is. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. We have spiritual. Now, we're going to see if this is a person who's spiritual or if it's someone in spirit that's advising your person. Okay. Spirit, is this a person in spirit or someone who's spiritual that's advising? All right. Someone in their life that's spiritual. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. Let's see this person's energy generally. We have the bone collector in reverse. You know what I get from that? This is someone who enjoys life, right? Living life to the fullest, living, just enjoying everything that life has to offer, living in the now. That's what I get with that bone collector in reverse. Energy towards you. We have Ghostlands. I gotta pull a card on that because that can go either way. And we have slow. Okay, I got it. I thought so, but I got it now. Right. So this is someone who believes in a kind of a carpe diem lifestyle, right? Just do it. Right. The more you think about it, the more you're gonna think yourself out of it. Just do it. Grab life by the horns, make life happen, and don't let life happen to you. It's that kind of ideology that this person lives by. And what they're telling your person, you see this one steady thing that you've been doing, it ain't gonna work. You have to be more decisive. And you gotta move, because if you don't move and you don't heal this at the appropriate time, they're telling your person, you're going to lose viewer forever. It's going to be like a ghost land. You're going to lose viewer forever. So they're telling your person, you gotta hurry up, put a little pep in your step, buddy. Put a little pep in your step, because the appointed hour is here. And if you don't take action, there's going to be nothing left for you to hold on to. Okay? Let's still pull some cards. But I think we got the message. And we have Daughter of Wands, which is a page of wands. And that's about, reaching out, especially with some kind of flirtatious text. We have Seven of Cups, exploring options. We have Nine of Cups, fulfillment, a wish come through. And we also have the Moon. So they're telling your person, reach out. Reach out. You can't take it for granted that viewer still knows that you are interested. They're telling your person, reach out, follow your intuition, right? Stop playing around. Stop playing around with all these different options, because you already know where your heart is. You already know what's going to make you feel fulfilled. Listen to your intuition. Stop being distracted and confused by everybody else that's around you. It's time to take action. So that's what they're telling your person. Okay. Now, in the extended, we're going to look at what advice is your person receiving about the karmic energy and from whom. Okay. But if you're not able to join me in the extended, this is going to be advice from Spirit in this situation right now. What does Spirit want you to do? What does Spirit want you to do? We have Sea Otter and says happiness. Don't worry, be happy, basically. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Right? Spirit saying, so right now, don't worry. Just follow the joy vibration. Whatever makes you happy is what's right. Okay? You're going to feel it. And I was watching an interview with Steve Nobel this morning, and you know, the person that was interviewing him, she is a smaller creator, a micro influencer. She has less than 1,000 views on her channel, and she was asking him, what made you come on the channel, And he's like, well, I tuned into it and it felt right. I got a little lift, and so I followed the joy vibration. And that's what spirit wants you to do. When you're thinking about doing something, you must feel that instant reaction of, this feels right. Right? So that's what spirit wants you to do right now. And they also have hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer, and the joy bringer follows the joy, right? You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars in your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. And you can only spread the miracle of happiness if you're happy. And you're going to only be happy if you are chasing your own joy. I'm love, so that was a reading. Guys, can I ask you to subscribe to the channel? Like, if you can interact with any of the ads that may play during the video. That's beautiful energy exchange, right? Giving and receiving, giving and receiving. But I just want to thank you for tuning in. Okay? Take care.